Okay, I lost you in the middle.
Yeah. Now I can.
Yeah, okay. So we will be exploring how spirituality paints our minds with different colors of emotions, clarity, and resilience. So, welcome, Srinidhi. It's great to have you here. Srinidhi is an IT professional, a best-selling author, and a meditation and healing coach. So, Srinidhi, could you please tell me what inspired you to on the journey on spirituality and meditation?
Yeah, actually, at an young age, I got rheumatoid arthritis. So I was finding ways to cure arthritis, and in that whole journey, I found like spirituality is one thing that has kept me intact in this journey, and I could successfully reverse my rheumatoid arthritis. And I think from that day, I've never looked back. That grounding is always helping, no matter what is coming.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. And I think you have given a lot of spiritual insights in your book also. I think it's The Boy Who Killed.
Yes.
I have read it and it is very insightful book. Same way for me, I went through a very depressing phase during my early motherhood, through postpartum depression. And I feel meditation and pranayam, yogas, these all things helped me come out of it. Hi, Jarna. So, hi, Jarna. To all my viewers, have you ever felt like your own thoughts were your biggest roadblocks? Comment yes if you relate to us. Um, so moving ahead, we know that colors are not just for Holi, they exist in our mind also. Some days we feel bright and energized, while other days we feel dull and heavy. But do you know that the colors we cultivate in our thoughts directly impact our mental health? Trinity, how do you think that these colors of stress or serenity influence the balance of our mind? Thank you, Megha. Megha resonates with us.
Yeah. Thank you, Mika. Like for me, I'm not much aware of the brain function and all that. I mean, to be honest, I'm not much into the brain things. I think you will be able to explain beautifully. For me, coming to colors, I related to more into chakra system. Like every chakra has a color. The chakras in our body, every chakra is represented by colors. I think that is how it works on our chakra system. And another tangent is every day also, like every planet has its color, and every planet corresponds to a day, and that also has color. So, I corresponded to astrology and the Jyotish and chakra system. Like, that's how I see how colors work.
Okay. So scientifically, it is proven that some colors have some effect on us, and they have been a reason why it has been used by for various purposes in our daily life. Like if you see red is supposed to signify passion, energy, or stress. It's supposed to be the most attention.
Yeah.
Hi, Samesh. It is supposed to be the most attention-grabbing color also. So you see red color being used mostly in traffic signals or sales counters. So red is that. It is believed to increase the heart rate and adrenaline secretion. The other color is blue which conveys calmness, focus, and clarity. So this is used to convey trust and reliability by many brands. Like you see Facebook or IBM or PayPal. So these are using blue color because it promotes relaxation. It is also used in meditation spaces. So that is blue. Yes. Green is believed to be a color which helps in healing. So you see organic products, those are all showing green color, and it is believed to decrease mental fatigue and stress, and it is believed to be associated with nature. The other color is yellow. Yellow is tone for optimism and creativity, and it is believed to be noticed quickly. Hence, all caution signs they are in yellow color. You see caution no, on the road. The caution signs are in yellow color because they are noticed quickly. Coming to purple, purple signifies wisdom, spirituality, and it is used by high-end brands so that it creates a sense of exclusivity. Hi, Naveen. It is used as a guide of, it is believed to increase introspection and inner transformation. In the spiritual world, if you say we believe there are three things, sattva, rajas, and tamas. So, sattva is believed to be associated with white, blue, or these colors, and it signifies peace, wisdom, and clarity. Rajas is believed to be associated. Yes. Rajas is believed to be associated with red, orange, or yellow. So these are believed to be colors which cause restlessness or stress or ambition. And tamas is more of negativity, and it is associated with black color and associated believed to be representing confusion and lethargy. So, what is your take on these aspects?
Okay, so that was beautifully put up and summarized by you. I think like just how colors and like I see like color also as energy and it's a personal connection you have with it. For me, example, like I mean you give red roses to your loved ones and all of that. So personally, I never resonated with red color as symbol of love. So I think there is one more take and one more like your personal resonance with colors also comes up, and you can see it as sheer energy when you told the sattvic, tamasic, and rajasic ray. It doesn't mean only it goes on the negative scale. It is usually perceived, that's the general perception, but it's an energy that you can use and balance it out to bring out a combination. And obviously, as a person, you should have combination of all the three. You can't be sattvic all the time, or you can't be rajasic. Whenever at workplace, rajasic means the force or the energy. So that little amount is needed. The inertia is needed, and tamasic also at times is needed. Like so that balance has to be bottled. So I think to mix and match colors works, and as in when you need it, get your personalized version. Sit down like what that color denotes to you. Try to. I mean, I think knowing self awareness than general things is good to know on a scale, but see what is your meaning of that color is what I wanted.
A very beautiful aspect you have mentioned. Means, actually, we all need a balance in everything. We can't be too much on one side.
Yeah.
And too much on one side will be tilting on one end, and balance is required. Just how we need balance in food and emotions. Coming to emotions, stress and serenity. These are two extremes. So stress is caused by overthinking and anxiety, and this leads to disruption in your decision-making skills. So this further will lead to relationship, emotional irregulation, and lead to issues in your day-to-day life, and like relationships, and your working conditions, and all those things will be affected. And if the stress is prolonged stress will lead to mental fatigue, which will lead to burnout, decreased production, and well-being. So this is what we see when we have stress in our life. But on the other spectrum, you can say we have spirituality, which is serenity of the mind, and this is brought about by meditation, deep breathing, and mindfulness. And this will help you promote rational thinking, self awareness, and it will make you become stronger, leading to resilience and clarity. So, these are a few things I wanted to say about emotions and colors of the mind. The other thing I would like to ask you is, in the Bhagavad Gita, there is a saying that for one who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But for the one who has failed to do so, it will remain the greatest enemy. So, Srinidhi, what do you think are the teachings from spiritual texts like Bhagavad Gita that will help us reframe negative thoughts and emotions?
Uh, I think many aspects are there. One, what I truly believe is faith and surrender. I mean, it's not as easy as we say the word surrender, but I think that is one thing where you really take away from all of the spiritual texts. Just surrender that something higher power is at work, and just keep doing like how Karmine Vadarasi, that the shloka goes about. Just keep doing your work and surrender it to that higher power. That's the one taking together take of any text, especially Bhagavad Gita. Yes.
Yeah, that is what we have as a learning. Which
Yeah.
you do not have to, make efforts or, you should not be distracted. Like, if you like something, if you are a singer or if you
Yeah.
are an artist, when you are doing that particular work, you're 100% focused on that. You are not thinking how my artwork is going to turn out. So that is also one kind of meditation or a mindfulness practice
Yeah.
wherein you are focused on
Yes.
that particular work and you are not bothered what
Yeah.
is the action that will come out of it. So this is what I feel is needed in our all our activities which we are doing daily.
True.
Maybe cooking, or it may be when you're reading something, or whatever you're doing. If you can incorporate that amount of focus which you do in the things which you love, it is also a kind of meditation or practice of mindfulness.
Yes, definitely. Mindful practices tells that like whatever you do it with utmost awareness and just immerse yourself in that. Even the smallest
Yes.
activities, just observe it completely.
Right.
The moment you start observing something, the thought pattern starts getting slower. So instead of thinking 100 things, what will I do after the work and what will I do this and all that, just be in that moment. Like
Right.
more and
Right.
more you practice mindfulness in a day, it becomes better for us.
So I'm like to say hi to all our viewers, Dr. Sunil, and not able to see other names, Lionel Messi, Mittu, Kamal, and whoever else. I'm not able to see your names. Sid, Sachin, Naveen, Sarvesh, Megha, Jarna. Hi to all of you, and please put in your thoughts. So I feel the untrained mind, as Bhagavad Gita mentions, it looks to be like chaos. So it is something which is having too many thoughts. You are not able to focus, and you are distracted, and you are not able to take proper decisions. So I feel that is what is an untrained mind. Whereas a trained mind is one who has clarity, which is at peace and can think properly, and it has clarity, what it has to do and what it has to avoid. So, uh, how do we get from untrained mind to trained mind? What do you say? How do we get from chaos to peace and clarity?
Peace and clarity. I think yeah, there are many modalities and meditation, whatever. One thing I suggest, even if you're sitting down for 5-10 minutes in a day and just no need to even process your thoughts, just sit down for 5-10 minutes. I know it sounds very scary for a lot of people to run through your own thoughts. I mean, that's an indication that you have to sit down every day, at least for 5-10 minutes, and just I think easiest way to connect is by starting with your breath. I think every meditation practice starts with connecting with your breath. Just observe your breath for 5-10 minutes, and I think that's like you can start it on that. And there are obviously many things, many modalities in meditation itself, and a lot of things available. Just start. Just do it every day. And most importantly, what I stress on is do it every day. You have to show up for it every day. If you want it to happen, you have to show up every day, no matter like how you brush every day. Like that's one mandatory thing you have to do every day. Meditation should not be on some weekend or Sunday when you're. It's not like after the battle you like before the battle you go and start preparing your weapons. Everyday practice. Then when the battle shows up or when small inconvenience happens, then you would be stable. I know there are ups and downs. Definitely, it will not be a straight linear path for us, but every day showing up is one thing that we do for us.
Right. It is a commitment which you make onto yourself. So very
Yourself,
rightly
yeah.
said.
Nobody else is gonna come. Yeah, obviously you can go to courses, they can monitor you for 30 days, 50 days, lifelong, whatever they might commit to. But there's still a chance that you might mark that or you might still tell them that other person that you have done without doing it. But when you get accountable to yourself,
Right.
nothing that.
Yes. So it means that, through inner peace isn't the absence of stress, but it is the ability to manage it.
Yeah.
So that is what it means. And
You come out easier. Like it's not that people don't go through things and people don't have bad days or who are into spirituality. It's like the amount of recovery becomes easier. The processing capacity becomes easier. You like try to detach a little bit, like more easily than the ones who are not doing it.
what are the practices you would suggest for people dealing with anxiety and self doubt, and which can lead them to clarity and peace?
Anxiety I think first thing you have to definitely go to a therapy. It's not a self thing. First thing, commit that you're going to take help. Don't think everything you should battle all yourself. Even if your close ones are not helping you, there are people out there are professionals, there are therapists. So you can, it's very important that you seek help. And regarding self-love, one thing like always that has worked for me is just look like just mirror yourself. Like even if it's the say for example, I am doubting that will I be able to show up for this life. But just imagine your closest person, like say for your mother, father, or anybody you like in any relationship. So just imagine that person, and when that person is asking you, will that person be able to show up at 7 o'clock live? Will you ever tell that person negative that no, you'll not be able to show up? You encourage them, right? So just like that, be kind to yourself and know and trust yourself. Just think about your loved ones. I think then your self-doubt just automatically vanishes. If even okay, there are very cases where you don't have loved ones or in the material plane, maybe you don't have anybody you think there is a higher power at play. Just believe that if that higher power can do, you can also do. You are also a part of that higher power.
Yes, absolutely. I think very nicely put. Another thing I would like to add to what you have said. One is, I think we should have a daily introspection of our feelings.
Journaling.
Best would be,
Journaling also.
Just before going to bed, look at what your thoughts are and how your day has been. And best would be if you could write them down, write your thoughts, write your gratitude, why you're grateful for something. If something bad happened that day, write that down also. So that, it helps you relax your mind to some level. You may not understand it, but it does help you manage your stress. And it helps you declutter your mind also.
Decluttering, right? Even the mental decluttering is important that you release every once in a while. Every day if you do it, it's better. Nothing good than
so that is that. So we have the physical decluttering, mental decluttering, and the third thing which we need in today's world is the digital decluttering. So we do need to have digital detox. Dedicate some time that you are not going to use your devices. Maybe at least half an hour before bed. Half an hour before bed, you give that time to yourself. Maybe you do your journaling, you do your
orders come to handy. I think you can read books instead of scrolling through phone and going through all that turmoil in your head and sleeping. Pick up a good book and read it and go to sleep peacefully. That's one thing that has helped.
Very good idea. So I think these things, these 2-3 things we can do on a daily basis. Introspect, see where your feelings are, write them down. Do some digital detox also. Whoever can start, it would be better if you could start with small yoga practices, pranayam, meditation, anything what you're comfortable with, or even nature walks, 15 minutes in nature, go for an evening stroll or a morning walk. So these things, few minutes in nature, these all things act on your mind and they help keep you relaxed. So, Srinidhi, how do you think we can train our mind to stay balanced in our life, just like Arjuna had on the battlefield? What are the steps?
Like how I mentioned, I think I don't see any. I mean, I am not that kind of logical person, so I just see one thing: just believe in that higher power. Believe in Krishna. He hold his hand. He'll take you there. I
means you are saying surrender.
I have to definitely mention your book, right? Arjuna and Me. I think it's a good start for people to know about Bhagavad Gita. And first thing is, definitely pick books like this that will help you understand things better because somebody who's read has explained it to you. And second thing, once you're done with that, no matter what we or any person tells, until you pick that book up and read, like that's a different whole equation you build with it. But definitely these kind of tools are needed because obviously you can't go suddenly to that kind of scripture and read. I think that is one thing.
Thank you for that, Srinidhi.
I think start with organizing or anything similar to that. And then definitely, I mean, because I don't want to tell anything about that because I have not completely finished it and I don't feel eligible to talk about that scripture definitely. Arjuna and me have definitely read. But I think that journey has to be taken by the individual only. It's not somebody else coming and telling. The nuggets can definitely be given, But that resonance happens when you actually go through that process.
Yeah, miss, it is your journey and you have to start. Nobody else can do it for you.
Yeah.
Just like you know your health, you have to yeah, you have to take initiative to take care of yourself. If your if your person who loves you goes for a walk, it is all going to benefit you.
Yeah.
How much ever he may try. So similarly, all these
motivation is
you
there, you
have
can join
to
them. Yeah.
yes, yeah. You work with them, but you have to work for yourself. No one else can do that for you.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
So I think we have to go on a warrior footing, and we have to find our inner warrior to deal with emotions which are putting us down. So I think a few things which I would like to mention here is
you please tell me. I have no authority in this topic.
I think first thing we could say is detach yourself from external chaos, like how we spoke earlier. Yeah, keep yourself centered and introspect. So this is one thing we can do. The other thing which we can say is have some small selfless acts which you can practice daily. Maybe you can help someone in small ways, not necessarily financially. You can put even one positive quote per day on your status or in your Facebook stories. It may you never know which person will be motivated by that. So that is one small selfless act which you can do daily, and it gives you a sense of satisfaction. When someone tells you back, okay, I love this quote and it inspired me. The joy you feel is different. So that is one thing. And how we spoke about earlier is commitment. Commitment is the one thing which will help your inner warrior rise. So, commitment to yourself, to be physically healthy, to be mentally healthy, and to boost your spiritual well being. So, this has to be done. Give yourself time for some physical exercise. It may be a walk or working out, whatever you like. Or it can be even yoga or dance. People love doing that. Second thing is you have to find time for some creativity in you. Like if you love to draw or you love to sketch or even if you love cooking, something what you love to do has to be done on a regular basis, not daily, at least once a week. You try to do something that unwinds your mind. Then other thing is how we mentioned earlier, journaling. Start journaling. Start little at a time. Maybe today you start a little bit. Tomorrow you can work it out. So slowly, over a period of a month, you will realize how much it has been beneficial for you. So that is what we have to take up on a warrior footing, just so that we can keep our mind stress free. This is what I feel. And something which have benefited me also include yoga, pranayam, and spoken prayer and meditation. These things done on a regular basis has actually changed the way I look at life. So I feel people have to experience it to believe it. So unless you experience, you will not be able to, realize the benefits. But yeah, you can always start one step at a time. One step at a time. You maybe start with journaling first and introspection of your feelings, and then we can go one step from there later on. So. As we come to the end of the session, I would like the audience, if they would want to put any questions in the chats. Even if you do not know the answers, you can get back to them later. So, anything anyone has to say? Yeah, I would like to thank you, Srinidhi, for being here.